students of the school watching on the live stream for our 2021 Prize Giving Awards ceremony. It's important to recognise that while it is wonderful to be sharing this afternoon of celebration with you, we acknowledge the challenging circumstances which mean that we're unable to have everyone who would normally be here present with us today. In addition to the lack of an audience, we are also sadly need to refrain from group singing, handshaking and hugging. For this reason, we will not be singing the school waiata or the national anthem. My name is John Marshall and it's my pleasure to be your MC for this afternoon. A Year 10 student said to me this morning, "Sir, you look like you're dressed for something special." Well, it is something special to be celebrating with you this afternoon. In a moment, I'll ask you to stand for the entry of the official party. Just while we're waiting, could I please remind everybody to make sure that your cell phones are off. Immediately following the procession, please remain standing while one of our heads of Māori students, Taylor Gregory, leads us in karakia. Those of you who know the school karakia are encouraged to join in. Kia inoi tata. Please stand for the arrival of the official party.
Kia ino e tātou. Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga. Kia mā kina kiuta, kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi aki ana te a tākura, he tio, he huka, he hauhu, ti hei mauri ora.
Kia ora. Thank you, Taylor. Please be seated. It's now my pleasure to welcome our tumuaki, our principal, Mr. David Oliver, to address you.
Kia ora koutou katoa. Nā moi, haere mai. Welcome to all our guests, viewing online, parents, whānau, school board representatives, staff and students. Thank you for joining us this afternoon as we celebrate the achievements of some of our senior and junior students. It's important to note that we're unable to acknowledge and celebrate the wide range of achievements that we would normally at this event. We have, however, been able to acknowledge the achievements of our students through our form classes and other events over the last few days. A full roll of honour highlighting our recognised student achievers will also be sent out. This event gives us a chance to reflect on some of the achievements from this year, to congratulate those who have achieved success, and to acknowledge and thank those who have made that success possible. The year was, as always, extremely busy, with multiple things happening at any point throughout this year. Perhaps slightly fewer this year than in previous years. Last year, I described 2020 as a year like no other that we have personally experienced. And yet again, here we are. 2021, another year like we have not previously experienced. It has made things particularly challenging in a range of different ways. It's been a year of disruption, uncertainty, big change at short notice, and for most of you, this will have created varying degrees of stress. I've really felt for our students and our staff, in particular our Year 13s and leavers this year, who've had a fairly limited couple of years. In some ways, for those of you moving from school into tertiary education, training or jobs, what you've experienced this year will be good preparation for a move into a world where you will have more independence and autonomy, but where perhaps expectations of you will be higher and the future will be slightly more uncertain. You're moving into an environment where change is inevitable, where you will meet a range of challenges, some of which you will struggle with. You should take confidence from knowing that you can not only cope with change, but that you can thrive in these circumstances by working together and being supportive of each other, remaining flexible in your approaches and your outlook, continuing to be reflective and being prepared to keep learning and keep going even when you fall over. You can do it because you've done it before. As Tumuaki of Taradale High School, I am immensely proud of the range and depth of talent and potential for the future that we have within the Kura. I see evidence of this almost every day. There is much for all of you to be proud of. Despite significant COVID-related disruption this year, our students have involved themselves in an increasingly vast array of activities and have achieved well in academic, cultural and sporting events. We also look forward to further success with NCA in addition to other pending end-of-year activities. Our students face a future which will be very different from the experiences of the present or of the past. We are still to learn the extent to which our world will have changed and how it will look moving forwards. The experience of living through COVID and from looking at the challenges of the future for our rangatahi has, for me, emphasised the need for not only flexible approaches moving forward, but also a focus on haora, on individual needs, strengths and perspectives. I believe there is a real need for an education system which has a focus on preparing our students for the challenges of the future. Much of this needs to be focused on the development of transferable skills through authentic and contextual learning experiences. I've seen lots of examples of what empowered senior students are capable of through leadership in the spotlight and in the shadows, when given the opportunity to solve problems and work together. Our whole school strategic plans have been curtailed significantly this year, but we've still made good progress with many of our identified focused areas for 2021. Our strategic plan for 2022 will involve a focus on our overarching school value of whakawhanaungatanga, or connection, and our guiding principles: respect, manakitanga, strive, takakawe, create, waihanga, reflect, huratau. One aspect noted by many as having been a big loss throughout 2020 was the loss of kanohi kite kanohi, face-to-face connection. I certainly felt it through not being able to have our regular assemblies with students, which has made it harder to feel connected. I want to thank everyone, students, staff, and wider whānau, for all your help and tautoko this year. By working together, we've been able to successfully navigate 2021, knowing that we have a strong foundation for 2022. I'd also like to acknowledge the service and contribution to the school of all our whānau who have either left or are intending to leave at the end of the year. We have a number of staff who have served our students and school for significant portions of their lives. I'd like to acknowledge the following staff who are leaving at the end of the year. Liz Maloney, who taught English and teaches English and has been with us since April 2020. Gianna Poto joined us in August 2020, working in attendance and as a sports coordinator. Tamara McCormack, former student who returned at the start of this year to the science department, who is leaving to pursue a goal as a geologist. Stevie Nicholson, who joined us as a sports coordinator in April 2017 and has been teaching with us since July 2018. Diane Robertson, our librarian, who's been with us since 2010. Neil Galland, who's been over 17 years in several roles at Taradale High School. And last but certainly not least, Jane Perrard, who has been with us at THS since 1995. Universally loved and inimitable as a head of performing arts. We wish you all the very best for the future. You are all leaving something behind which contributes to our school and our culture. Bringing our focus back to the here and now and to the other reason we're here today, to celebrate the achievements of some of our students. To all our prize winners, that's those that are here today and those of you who we are acknowledging in other ways. We congratulate you on your success. You fully deserve the praise and the acknowledgement that you're receiving. We know the results you have achieved are no accident. To achieve this level, you've continually strived for your best. I acknowledge and applaud your commitment to excellence. You exemplify our motto, Pikiake Kia Moia. Be determined, aim high. Congratulations to each and every one of you, here and at home. I also want to acknowledge the leaders of the various student councils, house leaders, peer support leaders, leaders of cultural, dance and music groups, and the coaches of the numerous sports teams. You've all led your teams well, and your leadership has had an extremely positive influence on our kura and our community. We thank you for the influence and the mahi that you've put in. I would also like to thank our head students, Michaela Purcell Manini, Jack Evans, and also our deputy head students, Emma Finlay and Joel Hagan. Being a head of school leadership role is challenging, and you can be very proud of the job that you've done, particularly given the difficulties of leading in the current environment. I want to take this opportunity again to emphasise the success that we experience as a high school is due to a lot of people, and I want to acknowledge and thank everyone. Year 13, your secondary school journey is coming to an end, and your focus is shifting to the next exciting chapter in your lives. Each and every one of you has contributed in your own way to the school. We thank you for getting involved, making a difference, and for your partnership you have shared with us over the last 5 years. We wish you all the best in the next step in your journey. But don't forget, the partnership doesn't stop here. We'd love to see you back here at some point, helping the next generation as tutors, sports coaches, managers, and who knows, possibly teachers. Our Year 12s have achieved a great deal already and have already contributed a significant amount. As Year 13 students next year, they carry a lot of responsibility for setting the tone and the expectations of the kura. I'm really looking forward to seeing them take another step up. For many, it will be the year that defines them. To our support staff, I'd like to publicly thank you for the many hours you've put into making this year so successful. While your work is usually behind the scenes, ensuring everything works smoothly, we want to bring you into the spotlight and thank you for all you do for the school and for our students. On behalf of us all, I'd also like to thank Liz Reid and the school board for stepping up to the challenge. Thank you for all your mahi, providing governance and direction, and for your tautoko of our staff and our students. We appreciate your commitment to our kura. To our deans, heads of department and senior leadership team, I would like to acknowledge all of the work you have done. It's your drive and your commitment that continues to move the school forward. To all our teaching staff, thank you for another great year. I think you do a tremendous job. And I commend you on the way you continue to embrace professional learning and your commitment to the learning-focused and caring culture of our kura. You have definitely been the role models our students need. In terms of being able to work as a team and to tautoko each other through difficult and complex times. Ngā mihi. And finally, to our parents, thank you for your support, your willingness to come to meetings and events, for helping coach so many of the teams and groups that we have here, and to our staff and students, truly enjoy and value their time that you spend and their partnership with you. It's through the collective efforts of everyone that we will continue to make Taradale High School a successful, caring and relational learning community. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver, and for your wonderful leadership through strange times this year. Okay, so we now move to the awarding of the academic prizes for Year 13. These will be read by Mr. Bain, and they'll be presented by Mr. Neil Galland. As Mr. Oliver remarked in his speech, Mr. Galland is retiring after 17 years at Taradale High School. Would you give them both a warm welcome to the front?
These students are being awarded first in class in one or more subjects at Year 13. So first up is Josiah Bryant, first in trade skills. Followed by Jordan Christensen, first in technology and technological modelling, which comes with the Simpkin Prize, and also first in design. Jack Evans, first in English and first in media studies. Kayla Foster, first in textiles. Bella Hahn, first in hospitality and the Southern Hospitality Award for Year 13. Annika Lee, first in design and visual communication, first in Japanese in the Japan Society Speech Award, which goes to a student who's demonstrated an ability to communicate in Japanese with eloquence and sophistication. Braden Lester, first in statistics. Phoebe McPherson, first in science. And Isabel Monk, first in drama, first in music. Can we congratulate this group, please? Our second group of firsts in Year 13 starts off with Harry Moran, first in agriculture and horticulture. Charlie Mudgeway, first in social studies, first in economics, first in history, and surprise, surprise, an award for excellence in humanities. Daniel Scott, first in digital technology extension, first in French with the Aleph Prize for top French scholar, and the Braybrook Trophy for mathematics. Kate Skidmore Rush, first in food and nutrition. Georgia Smith, first in te reo Māori. Talia White-Shaw, first in art painting, and the Louisa White Memorial Award for Achievement in Art. Morgan Wilkins, first in physical education studies. Holly Wogan, first in classical studies and first in digital technology. Please congratulate this group. Thank you, Mr. Galland. Nice of you to pop in. Michaela Purcell-Mainini and Jack Evans, the heads of school, will now speak on behalf of the year group.
Kia ora everyone. Do you want me to go first? Okay, sweet. Cool, so kia ora everyone. As far as years go, this one has been very far from normal. I really wanted to try and write this speech without mentioning COVID, but it's pretty hard to do that when it's dictated our year to the degree it has. Nevertheless, I think that our school has been remarkably resilient to the range of effects COVID has had upon us, whether this be the sweeping tide of cancellations for events or the stress lockdown has put on us all. Throughout the difficulties, our school managed to come back together, albeit socially distanced, to remain a place of stability, which to many people is very important. I hope that the class of 2022 has a much better year, free of fires and lockdowns. In the end, we must play the cards we are dealt, and I'm proud of how our school has played their cards, remaining resilient through this crazy year. It was really inspiring to me to see the way in which we have adapted. While to many organisers, the level 2 restrictions have felt like an obtrusive roadblock to creating, our school has tried its best to work through these regulations. Being told we couldn't have assemblies this year felt like a blow to the leadership team. Although I think most people were relieved to miss a few 15-minute Mr. Oliver speeches. We worked through this setback and sought to creating our virtual assemblies, which had a condensed 5-minute Mr. Oliver speech, which was mostly an improvement. Just the other day, the school jazz band put a performance on outside of the staff room. It was so awesome to see students collaborating and creating something despite the various restrictions we've had upon us this year. As Year 13s, our two most important years were affected by COVID. That you are here today celebrating your own success is a testament to your resilience. Being able to succeed through the hardest times is a skill that is innately human and highly respected. Our own successes can range from getting excellence endorsed to even just finding the motivation to stay at school. I'll end with this quote by Elizabeth Edwards. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less good than the one you had before. You can fight it, you can do nothing but scream about what you've lost, or you can accept it and try to put together something that's good. Thank you.
Kia ora te whānau. Mind my voice, I am a little bit sick, and I promise it's not COVID. Kia ora to our whānau on live stream as well, and thank you for supporting our beautiful rangasahi here tonight. This year, man, it has definitely been something else. So much missed, so many changes, but so many memories. Taradale High School, te haikura o Tātara, filled with rangasahi who grow more and more in themselves, filled with many kaiako and staff who love, support, and guide us along our journey. I will miss so many of you. That was one of my favourite things here, the whanaungatanga and manakitanga I felt from staff who I knew were there for me all the way through. I wish there weren't so many restrictions this year, but with this chaos came proof that we can handle anything that is chucked our way. I'm so proud of everyone. I'm so proud that you're all here. I know things have been tough for so many of us, especially my peers. Motivation was hard to find throughout this time, but look at us now. We made it to the end. With our awesome Taradale High School pens in our pockets, we're ready to write the next chapter. To our class of 2021, our crazy, loud, fun group, the year group that, of course, was everyone's favourite, it's surreal seeing how much we have all grown. Congrats for being here. We've all matured so much. Well, most of us. To our new leaders to come in the future years, just be you. You as a person are the reason why you were chosen to lead, not who you think you have to be. Remember that. You'll make mistakes, and that's okay. Even Mr. Oliver makes mistakes. But what matters is what you do next. Before I finish, I'd like to quickly acknowledge some kaiako who have impacted me significantly. From the very first year, our beloved Miss Pierrard, thank you for your beautiful wairua and your constant aroha. You're someone I and many, many others look up to. You're magical, you're graceful, and everything good. To Matua Zane and Matua T, if you're watching, thank you for being there for us, laughing with us, having good banter. We will miss you guys so much. And lastly, to my lovely fire beryl, I'll always come back to visit you and let you force me to sit down and sing in front of your camera. Thank you for being our anchor in the Māori department. Aroha nui ki a koe. There are so many teachers and staff here that I adore and look up to, but would be here for a while if I named you all. But I just want to say thank you all for being there for me and us, and I hope to see you all again sometime soon. To finish off with a quick quote, ko te pai tawhiti, whaia kia tata, ko te pai tata, whakamaua kia tina. Seek out distant horizons and cherish those you attain. Ngā mihi, kia ora.
Kia ora, Jack and Michaela. As mentioned, it's been a difficult year for leaders, and I think they've done a fantastic job under trying circumstances. We're now going to recognise students who have been awarded scholarships to assist them with their future studies. We know that some students will also be receiving EIT scholarships, but unfortunately they haven't been released yet, so we'll have to award those later. So first up is Sage Norris, not here. All right, first up is Kayla Davidson, the University of Otago Frontiers Entrance Scholarship valued at $3,500. Caitlin Wood, University of Canterbury, UC Hiranga Scholarship valued at $5,000. Campbell Gray, University of Waikato, Kōta Tangata Leaver Scholarship, $5,000. Jack Evans, Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Charlie Mudgeway, Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Charlie Mudgeway, I just called your name, didn't I? Samantha Herries, Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship valued at $5,000. Annika Lee, Victoria University Tangiwai Scholarship at $5,000. Emma Finlay, University of Waikato, $10,000 per year and tailored leadership and personal development program. Braden Lester, the University of Canterbury, Elaine P. Snowden Scholarship in Astronomy valued at $4,000 and the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship valued at $5,000. Daniel Scott, the University of Canterbury Engineering Top Achievers Scholarship valued at $10,000 and also the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship valued at $5,000. Isaac Bay, University of Canterbury College of Engineering International Scholarship valued at $15,000. Georgia Smith, the University of Otago Māori Entrance Scholarship valued at $17,000 over 2 years. Holly Wogan, University of Canterbury Engineering Top Achievers Scholarship valued at $10,000 and the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship valued at $5,000 and the University of Canterbury Horomata Scholarship valued at $6,000. And Nicole McLaren, the University of Auckland Top Achiever Scholarship to the value of $20,000. Who's that? And there's been a late addition. Talia White Shaw, the University of Otago 150th Entrance Scholarship to the value of $13,000. Please congratulate these people. This is $120,000 worth standing in front of you. Could the Sports Award recipients come forward, please? The first group recognised students being awarded sports colours. These students have all gained recognition at a national level in their chosen sport. These awards will be presented by our Head of Physical Education, Mr. Jim Williams. First up is Cleo Britz, colours and pistol shooting. Ashley Goodall, colours and badminton. Maya Dooney, Trophy for Junior Female Excellence in Sport. Maya is a talented slalom paddler and placed third in the under-18 C2 race at the New Zealand secondary schools. She was second in the North Island under-14 K1 and first in the under-14 C2 women. Maya is a member of the junior girls canoe polo team who placed third at the New Zealand secondary schools champs and also a member of the junior get-to-go team who qualified to compete in the national event at the end of this year. And the trophy for Junior Male Excellence in Sport is Ben Graney. Ben was the captain of the Junior A football and basketball teams. He was also in the first 11 football as well. He competed in the Senior Go for 12 adventure race and was a member of the junior futsal team. He was selected for the football under-17 rep squad, was first pick goalie for the Napier City Rovers under-19 development team and recently made the Central Districts Federation football team. Ben was also selected for the under-16 Central Districts futsal team. Samantha Axe is next. Samantha is Sports Official of the Year. Joel Hagan receives the Egerton Challenge Trophy for Most Conscientious Senior Sports Player. Joel is a talented athlete who's made a huge contribution to sport at Taradale High School. He leads by example and has been an excellent role model to both his peers and junior athletes. He was captain of the Senior A basketball team and Senior A volleyball team. He's been a consistent and reliable coach of junior boys volleyball and a passionate, reliable and dedicated athlete who's made a huge difference in the codes he's been involved in. The Team of the Year for 2021 goes to the National Champions of THS Get To Go team. Emma Bryant is picking this up on behalf of this team. The team was comprised of Olivia Munialo, Ella Brassington, Emma Bryant, Reeve Dooney, Charlie Evans, Greer Finley, and Theo Roberts and Ben Wilson. The Junior Get To Go team won the New Zealand National Secondary Schools competition. The national title's been a long time coming and was the outcome of huge work and determination. The team won the majority of the events that took place over 5 days, ranging from orienteering to sailing, kayaking and rock climbing. Morgan Wilkins receives the Margaret Jeffrey Trophy for contribution to sport by a female student. Morgan's been the driving force behind the head of sports team at Taradale High School. She is a driven young woman and has played in the first 11 hockey team, basketball team and represented Hawke's Bay in kayaking. She's led with a passion and been the sole driver of the school newspaper. Morgan is able to organise others and can always be relied upon to get the job done. She'll be missed in 2022. Tom Davies receives the Clyde Jeffrey Trophy for contribution to sport by a male student. Tom's been our senior head of sport this year. He's a dedicated athlete. He's played for our senior boys football and volleyball teams. He's represented the school at the East Coast North Islands athletic event and placed third in long jump. He's been a huge presence in volleyball at Taradale High School, having coached and umpired at all levels. He's reliable and become a key member of the coaching team here. Hannah Finley receives the Julie Scott Trophy for all-round excellence in sport for females. Hannah's a well-rounded athlete, captains the first 11 girls cricket team. She's a member of Taradale High School first teams in basketball, netball, cricket and hockey. She was awarded MVP for netball. She's a representative player in both age and women's level in both hockey and cricket and was selected for the New Zealand Under-18 hockey training squad. She also placed second at the East Coast Athletics and Javelin, was a member of the 12-hour adventure race team who placed third at the New Zealand secondary schools and placed second in the Coast to Coast school girls tandem race. She's also receiving colours for hockey. Campbell Gray. Campbell receives the Julie Scott Trophy for all-round excellence in sport male. Campbell was the captain of the first 11 boys hockey team and senior boys 12-hour adventure race team. Campbell was selected for the Hawke's Bay Under-18 hockey team. He placed first in the Under-19 secondary schools multi-sport championships after recovering from glandular fever at the start of the year. He then went on to win the secondary schools individual grade in the Mortal Challenge. He's also a member of the Ramblers Cyclist Club and is an A-grade cyclist. He's also receiving colours in multisport. Check in the box, eh? Emma Finley has won our Sportswoman of the Team of the Year award. She has an exceptional record of achievement in sport Emma captained the first 11 hockey and basketball teams. She was a member of the Hawke's Bay Tier 1 Elite Hockey Academy and was selected and played for the Hawke's Bay Women's Under-18 and Opens Women's Hockey teams. She was then selected for the New Zealand Under-18 Hockey Training Squad. Emma was selected and played for Hawke's Bay Women Under-19 and Hawke's Bay Open Women's cricket teams. She also played in the CD cricket franchise. She was recently selected to be part of the Hines Performance Squad. She placed second in the tandem mixed coast-to-coast school grades and was a member of the team who placed second in New Zealand secondary schools 12 hours adventure race. She also receives colours in hockey. Caleb Carlisle. Caleb is our Sportsman of the Year at Taradale High School. Caleb has had some outstanding results this year. At the New Zealand Nationals, Caleb won gold in 100 metre butterfly, 100 metre freestyle, and silver in 50 metre butterfly and bronze in 50 metres freestyle in his age group. At the North Island Secondary Schools, he won gold in 50 butterfly, 100 freestyle and 100 butterfly, silver in 200 freestyle and bronze in 50 metres freestyle. At the New Zealand Secondary Schools, he won silver in the 200 metre medley and bronze in the 100 metre freestyle, breaststroke, 50 metre butterfly and 100 metre butterfly. Caleb was selected for the New Zealand Age High Performance Academy and also received the Most Improved Athlete Award. As a Year 11, Caleb has a bright future ahead of him. He also receives colours in swimming. Can we please congratulate our sporting prizes?
Thank you, Mr. Bain and Mr. Williams, and congratulations to all our sports people. We now move on to section 4, where we recognise the Arts and Public Speaking Awards. Mrs. Jane Pirard is going to present these. First up, we have the Award for Creative Achievement in Excellence in Filmmaking. This student's achievement in more than one area of artistry has been going from strength to strength over his years at the school. He manages a large workload of teaching dance outside school, where his creative skills as a choreographer are able to be showcased in performances. This year, his work as a singer-songwriter and a music producer with continually growing online portfolio of work has attracted the attention of other artists in different parts of the world who are now collaborating with him on various projects. He is unfailingly cheerful, kind and good-hearted, absolutely and always. And of course, it's awarded to Hamish Robinson. The Year 11 Emerging Artist Award goes to Stevie. The Cantabile Award for Leadership in Choral Music is awarded jointly to Casbian Buxton and Sophie Baker. Casbian and Sophie have shown outstanding leadership and commitment to the choirs they've worked in over their years at Taradale High School. Both students have also been heavily committed each year to outside theatre and performance work, but have never for a moment been anything less than superbly generous and disciplined in their conscientious, high-quality contribution to our choirs. The Viva Voce Award for Outstanding Skills in Vocal Performance and the Jane Pirard Trophy for Excellence in Musical Theatre Performance. This student's abiding love of musical theatre performance and her drive towards succeeding in it is hugely impressive. She is determined, thoughtful, self-disciplined, talented, and has an enviable ability to stick at whatever plan she makes for herself without giving in to any distractions. Her wonderfully assured performance as a solo singer for her scholarship music submission is testament to all of the above. Congratulations to Isabel Monk. The award for outstanding musicianship in a particular genre goes to Emma Webb. Emma has been writing her own material, performing with her own band and as a soloist around Hawke's Bay now for some years. As well as being a gifted songwriter, she has organised events at various venues, teaches outside the school, and does it all with a seasoned ease and maturity. She is absolutely fantastic band musician and singer who will go far as a professional musician. She is already on the way. Nate Symes is being awarded the Simon Appleton Trophy for contribution to music. Nate has a remarkable taste and gift for organisation, as well as being a leading member of every performance group in the music department. His contribution to the smooth running of the music department has been exceptional. Nothing is ever too much trouble or too big a job. He easily gathers a working team around him for whatever task is at hand, and all is done with unfailingly good cheer and kindness. Congratulations to you. The Musica Viva Award for the top instrumentalist. This student's commitment to excellence in everything she does is matched only by her remarkable ability in every area of her learning. She is driven to achieve at the highest level, and her outstandingly beautiful performance as a pianist for solo scholarship music was yet another testament to her meticulous work ethic. She has made a huge contribution to the music department, both musically and in her very generous and expert help with technology. Please congratulate Holly Wogan. So the Tolly Trophy for Debating is a shared award this year, and the first half of it goes to Charlie Mudgway. And the second half of it goes to Samantha Herries, along with the Unwin Trophy for all-round ability in English, the Drama and Performing Arts Trophy, the Oratory Trophy for Year 13 Public Speaking, and as I mentioned before, the Tolly Trophy for Debating. Have you got enough hands? So Samantha played a leading role in this year's production of Much Ado About Nothing. She has also been part of the Toi Toi Creative Leadership Program and been the Youth Ambassador for Hawke's Bay Festival of the Arts. She's a fantastic role model for younger actors in the school, a talented and innovative actor who is absolutely committed to giving her best in every aspect of theatre. Can we congratulate all of this group, please? So we're now going to move to Group 5, and I'm going to invite Mr. Bain to present these awards. So we're going to start with two students who achieved the Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award. This is a mammoth undertaking recognising several years of voluntary service, skill acquisition and physical recreation that the participants choose, plus an adventurous journey and a residential project. It takes real perseverance and stickability. Please congratulate Nicole McLaren and Leo Day. And I believe Holly was also a recipient. Holly, come up here instantly. Oh, you get yours later, all right. We'll give you a clap now anyway. Right, you guys can sit down. Thank you, you've done well. We now move on to our Leadership Awards. These students have all given of themselves freely and unselfishly, using their talents to contribute in a variety of ways at Taradale High School. So we start with Josiah Bryant. Head of Peer Support. Charlie Mudgway, also Head of Peer Support. Samantha Lee, Head of Peer Support. Jackson Haynes, Head of the Best House. Hetley, sorry. And Caitlin Wood, also Head of Hetley. Lucy Cairns, Head of Kaifara. Braden Lester, Head of Kaifara. Hannah Finlay, Head of Miller. Ella Hogan, Head of Miller and also Peer Support. Campbell Gray, Head of House Tariha. Let's congratulate this group. Our two heads of academic this year, Nicole McLaren and Daniel Scott. Heads of school functions, Kayla Davison. Head of environment, Talia Whiteshaw. On her watch, we have 75 solar panels on the science block. Head of sport, Tom Davies. Head of music and head of technology, Holly Wogan. Also as Head of Technology, Sutton Needle Morrison. Head of Arfina Centre, Phoebe Shea. Head of International Students, Isaac Bay. Our two heads of drama, Samantha Heddes and Isabel Monk. And finally, our head of community welfare and student wellbeing, Carly Morrison. Have I missed one? Head of sport, Tom Davies and Morgan Wilkins. Very good. Can we congratulate this group, please? Thank you, Mr. Bain. Normally the House Trophy would be awarded about now, but due to delays in the event and the close nature of the competition, the House Shield will not be decided until later in the week. So we now move on to the next group of awards, and I invite Mr. Oliver to present them. So the A.W. Miller Memorial Award for Leadership of Māori Students goes to Taylor Gregory. And to Jasmine Savage, also receiving the A.W. Miller Memorial Award for Leadership of Māori Students. The A.W. Miller Award for Leadership Deputy Head Boy goes to Joel Hagan. And the A.W. Miller Award for Leadership Deputy Head Girl to Emma Finlay. The A.W. Miller Award for Leadership Head Boy goes to Jack Evans. and the A.W. Miller Award for Leadership Head Girl to Michaela Purcell Mainini. Michaela was also the recipient of the Spirit of Napier Lions Young Achiever Award. Michaela is also awarded the Kilty Family Trophy for service to the community through her performances on TV and social media platforms, and in collaboration with students from other schools. Michaela has raised the profile of THS as well as of young Māori performers. Congratulations to you, Michaela. Let's congratulate this group, please. Mr. Oliver will now announce the next group.
Okay, it's now my pleasure to announce the heads of school for 2022. And before I do that, I just want to acknowledge everyone who applied for that and those that we interviewed for it. This was not an easy decision, and I was very, very impressed by all of the candidates, how they presented themselves and how they presented themselves over the last few years to get to that position. It was a great achievement in itself. Now, what I would like to do is just to announce the heads of school. I'd like you to come up and stand here. I'll then invite our current heads of school to stand up and present the Devaksha Naidu Stone of Leadership. Okay, so our Deputy Head Boy for 2022 is Case Tapani. Haere mai. Our Deputy Head Girl for 2022 is Elise King. Well done. Haere mai. And our head boy for 2022 is Fred Sugden. Haere mai. Our head girl for 2022 is Rosie Young. Haere mai. I would like to now invite our current heads of school, as is tradition, to come up and present the Devaksha Naidu Stone of Leadership, which is passed from this year's leadership team to the incoming heads, symbolising the handing over of the mantle of leadership. Thank you. Well done. Congratulations to our new heads of school, who we'll get to know a lot more. And also, could we once again acknowledge our current heads of school for all of their work as well, please. Will you join us on stage?
Okay, congratulations to our new heads of school. Let's give them another round of applause, I think. The next group of students is recognised for perseverance and continual striving, and it's my pleasure to invite Mrs. Wiley to present these. In these sections, I will ask the students to come up on the stage while I read their citation. So, Maureen Susini. Maureen receives the Terry Hooper Memorial Trophy for Perseverance and Achievement in Year 10. Maureen has been the driving force behind the Pacifica student group at THS. She has approached other Pacifica students at the school in a caring and supportive way to encourage them to become involved. At a whānau with the Minister of Pacifica Peoples, she represented the school where all other students were year 12 and 13 and provided well thought out questions to ask on behalf of her peers. I think that's an individual applause. Ben Fields. Ben receives the Jane Fern Memorial Trophy for all-round endeavour in year 11. Ben works incredibly hard and does not give in to any barriers. He has to work extra hard to achieve at the level he does, and never does he give up. He's described by his teachers as being an absolute joy to teach. Congratulations to you, Ben. Marjolaine Stranahan is receiving the Emily Birch Memorial Trophy for striving in year 12. Marjolaine has an inquisitive mind and she is always poised for success. She thrives on learning and will read widely around topics and will engage in conversations well above the expected level. Her work shows that she does not naturally excel, but her perseverance this year earns excellences. She is part of the debating and young enterprise team, the first 11 football and futsal, demonstrating perseverance in these also. Congratulations to you, Marjolaine. Lucas Allen receives the Emily Birch Memorial Trophy for striving in year 12. This young man is an extremely hard-working student, fully engaged in school life, futsal, badminton, blow-karting, and much appreciated staff coffee. He is very supportive and showing ongoing manaakitanga and awhi to other students. As a Year 12 student, he works very hard to be achieving excellence grades in Level 3 Calculus, Physics and Chemistry. As a result, he is also being awarded the 2 trophy for first in chemistry, the Massey Cup for physics, and the Darren Molloy Trophy for excellence in science and technology. Congratulations to you, Lucas. Finally, in this group, Samantha Harries is being awarded the Terry Hooper Memorial Trophy for outstanding perseverance and achievement in Year 13. This generous young woman faces her own challenges, but sees challenges as something to overcome rather than obstacles. She never complains and always catches up on any missed work. She has been a fantastic mentor for the junior debate team, running skills and meetings and putting in considerable time. She only joined us 2 years ago, but her perseverance and enthusiasm have left a lasting impression. Congratulations to you, Samantha. Thank you, folks. And thank you to you, Mrs. Wiley. I'll now ask Mr. Oliver to present the next group of awards. So we now move to recognise the all-round achievement in senior levels. The Hensman Cup, donated by our previous principal, Mr. Hensman, for all-round achievement in Year 11. There is an award for a girl and another for a boy. The 2 recipients of this award have performed to an excellent scholastic level, demonstrating a high standard of performance and contribution in sporting and/or cultural activities, and have personified the school's values. Our female recipient this year is Reese Drager. Reese applies herself well in academic studies. She is a member of the First 11 cricket and the New Zealand Maori cricket team. She plays in the Senior A canoe polo team and the development hockey team. She's been an effective peer support leader and has stepped in to assist with Tariha House leadership. She has a strong sense and carries considerable mana for a young woman. Our male recipient this year goes to Tom Little. Tom is an exemplary role model. He works incredibly hard, always striving for his very best. He shows unlimited amounts of manaakitanga and awhi to his peers. He has been the student rep on the Board of Trustees, voted for by his peers, and has been involved in touch, canoe polo, adventure racing and cycling. Tom has the ability to brighten up any dull moment. Tom also receives a Kalsanai Family Trophy for Board of Trustees representative. The Goodwin Trophy for all-round achievement in Year 12. This is to go to the single student who has performed to a high scholastic level and demonstrated outstanding performance and contribution in sporting and cultural activities. This year it is being awarded to Elise King. Elise is a high achiever academically, already having gained 81 Level 2 and 10 Level 3 excellence credits through hard work and determination. She is a member of the Super 12 netball team, a netball umpire, and has earned a Hawke's Bay netball badge. She is instrumental as a leader in multiple dance teams. A friendly student, she is willing to help others, is dependable and demonstrates integrity in all she does. Congratulations to you, Elise. The Terena Simons Memorial Trophy for all-round contribution to the school. This year is being awarded to Holly Wogan. Holly has excelled musically, both instrumentally and vocally and academically. Her commitment to excellence in everything she does is matched only by her generous spirit and unfailingly calm manner. She has made a huge contribution through the provision of IT throughout the years. Nothing is too much trouble. She has been involved in pistol shooting, and amongst all this, she has found time to compete in the Gold Duke of Edinburgh. See, we didn't miss it out. She is a fabulous role model. Holly is also awarded Gold Duke of Ed Hillary Award. Congratulations, Holly. The Bell Chambers Award for Outstanding Contribution to School. This year is being awarded to Charlie Mudgway. Charlie has excelled academically, having already gained 74 Level 3 excellence credits. He is an accomplished debater, both in and out of the debating setting. He has also shared his passion with other debating teams. He was part of the successful panel who presented to the Napier City Council regarding the addition of Māori wards and has a weekly spot on Radio Kidnappers. A major contribution and ongoing legacy of Charlie's has been the Model United Nations here at school. He has organised groups to attend the Model United Nations in Wellington and has managed an online version when all this fell over due to COVID. He was instrumental in the Community Garden project, a kind, self-effacing, humble young man with a real sense of social justice. Congratulations to you, Charlie. The McTaggart Trophy for All-Round Excellence. This year is awarded to Braden Lester. Braden has excelled academically. He is supportive, kind, and has integrity to burn. He has tutored other maths students. He was a science competition winner, a superb house leader, peer support leader, and ball organiser. He has been in the first 11 hockey team for 3 years, as well as a valuable member in the first 11 cricket team. He has also been a regular contributor with a whistle, acting as a hockey umpire. Congratulations to you, Braden. And now it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Oliver to read our final three most prestigious awards.
Okay, we now move to our most prestigious three academic awards. I'll start with the John Pitts Award for Academic Excellence. This is awarded to our third to top academic student in the school. The student has performed at a consistently high level in level 3 subjects and a full year university maths paper, and already has 92 level 3 credits with excellence. Can we please invite up and congratulate Braden Lester, if you can come back up, please. Perfect. Okay, and now to the Mike Kilty Proxime Acessit Trophy for the Proxime Acessit. That goes to our second top scholar for 2021. This student has a perfect grade point average with straight excellences in multiple subjects. She already has 110 level 3 excellence credits and is awaiting results in A's in 3 university papers. This year's Proxime Acessit is Holly Wogan. And now to the Bob Twaddle Award for Ducks. The Ducks Award is for our top scholar in 2021. He gained an excellence endorsement at level 3 as a year 12 student. He already has 3 NZQA scholarships, including 1 outstanding scholarship. He has gained A+ in 3 university papers. He plans to study engineering at the University of Otago. He already has 109 level 3 excellence credits, 5 course endorsements at level 3, and is on track to receive another 3. Makes me sound like an underachiever, that's for sure. This year, can we please congratulate the Ducks for 2021, Daniel Scott.
Congratulations to you three. That brings our prize giving nearly to an end. It's my pleasure to invite Jasmine Savage, one of our heads of Māori, to close with karakia. So Jasmine, would you please come up and would you stand, please?
Kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou ariki, a ehu karaiti me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairoa tapu, ake, 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 āmene.
So congratulations to all our prize recipients this afternoon. We're all very proud of you and your achievements. A round of applause for all of you and for your parents who have supported you to achieve the heights you have. Feel free to have your photos taken with the cups, but please don't take them away. We need to get them engraved with your names on them. Parents and whānau watching online, as a school, we are very grateful for your continued support, and I'll ask the students to show their appreciation once again for your efforts. Thank you to Mr. Dusto and his team. Hopefully this has been streamed to the world. So congratulations to you for new achievements this year. Awards for Mr. Dusto. So thank you, folks. That brings our prize giving to an end. Good luck in your exams. Would you just remain standing for the party to leave the stage?
Okay, Blake is down. We're dead. Wait for Fui to try and get on that microphone. Tell everyone what to do. Oh no, self-control, Helen, well done. All right, well done team. We'll leave you to it.